here. Jen and Justin, I met you at Too Many Games. We met here a while ago and became really good friends because of our love of video games. And I came up with a topic that would be pretty good, which is the history of video games. So we got, so we communicated, and I said, yeah, let's do it. So don't mind this people in the background. They're playing Smash Brothers for recording.
Real world people.
Recording from Platinum Star Games off of Route 9 of Howell, right next to Swing Time. Come down here. I'm really good friends with the owners. They're more than welcome to bring you in whatever you need here. So they provided us with some of the consoles here for this big project, which we're going to call the history, and this is going to be called the Wild West. But we're going to first mention the first generation, which was the brown box and the original Odyssey.
Yes.
So they were Pong clones. Brown box was made by Burnt Bear. Yep. That is his name. Burnt Bear. Burnt Bear. I can't remember his name that well.
Which console?
The brown box.
Brown box. It was essentially just two knobs on a console. Like we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
It was
before Atari.
Yeah, it was pretty much you plugged it into your TV and you controlled the ball going back. So it's kind of like the Telstar that they have here. You're in control of the speed and the velocity of the ball. You just kind of move this light back and forth.
Yeah.
You had to use your imagination a lot. And a lot of was that the one with the overlays that you put on the
That's
TV?
the Odyssey.
That was the Odyssey.
But that was the brown box with the prototype.
That's right.
But he used that to actually send it to Magnavox, and I found something really interesting about that system. You actually had to plug it in exclusively into a Magnavox.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
So it was like an extra module for the Odyssey?
Yeah.
It was called vertical integration. You had to use a Magnavox product on a Magnavox.
And you had to put an overlay on top of the TV, so that
so you
hockey.
had haunted house, hockey, whatever. Pretty much all you did was just move the light around. So it was.
Yeah.
Is that the one with the pen where you can make your own stuff? It was called the light pen.
Could have
We were
been.
just talking about it in the car.
Yeah.
Maybe.
On the way
I'm
here.
not 100%.
Yeah, I believe that it ran off of projected through light, and then they had a pen that was available.
It's Vectrex.
And it's
Vectrex, yes.
Yeah.
They had one here actually. I was trying, but
really?
yeah, and it had its own little TV screen.
Yep.
Yeah, it had a built-in controller, just popped it out and get ready to go. Yeah, they had one here, and one of my friends, you already know him. You all know him. He was like, because he watched his classic game room. He's like, it can't beat the Vectrex. I said, dude, they have a Vectrex here. You want it? He's like, no.
No way.
Yeah, the problem with the Vectrex is I actually know a few people that own Vectrexes, and when they go, you're not fixing them. So a lot of people that own them won't even turn them on. They're like, the one kid that I had a conversation with one time was telling me how he plugged it in one day and was playing and just fizzled out, and he had spent $600 on it maybe.
Oh,
but again, there's not a lot of Vectrex repairmen
How
out
much
there.
play did he get before it died?
Not much.
No.
I could just imagine. You ever seen Spaceballs?
Yes.
Yeah, I could just imagine that scene right now.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining that in my head right now while he's playing the Vectrex. But yeah, I would love to play that one day, but I lost my chance.
Yeah.
Did you have a chance?
It was here.
On here, yeah.
But it didn't work.
No, they sold it. I could have asked if I could try it out for once.
Imagine you try it out though and then it breaks before
That's a
They would
Yeah,
look at
that's
me
a
and be
lot of
like, he would look at me and be like, you're going to work behind the counter for the next couple days.
Yeah.
I could see him do that.
Most of the game conventions we've gone to have had them set up for at least minimal play.
Yeah.
But,
Which convention?
Too Many Game Con had one. We had one at a Video Game Con had one, and then what was the last one we were just? Was that NJ Gamer Con had one?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some, it's,
not uncommon.
you
What
gotta-
games did you have on it? Because I know you said you had the overlays. You can make
They had
your own
an asteroid clone. I know that.
That's pretty much with the Vectrex that we had.
Yeah. That's pretty much part of the second generation. Just so you know, everybody.
Yeah.
Just in case we're getting off track, and people are like, wait a minute, what we're doing?
Yeah.
We might get a tangent. So I guess we'll start off with the infamous console that destroyed the console, the whole generation. It's an Atari.
The Atari.
The infamous.
The infamous one. Funny thing is, they're trying to bring the Atari brand name, and they're like, it has real wood paneling. Like,
Well, yeah.
where's the Atari VGS? Actually, that was the funny thing is that's actually the original name for this console.
Yeah.
What was?
This console is called the
VGS.
yeah. Yeah, that was funny that popped in my head all of a sudden. Like,
Well, the new Atari isn't, and we actually just had this conversation with somebody. The new Atari is just the name Atari.
yeah,
The company bought it and was just
The
like,
company
we're
went-
manufacturers for nostalgic purposes.
yeah, they went bankrupt a long time ago.
Yo, fun fact, they're actually the new company that owns Atari. I think it's called Next Gaming. They're creating like betting machines.
Yeah, you're fine. Don't worry about him. We have guesses and stuff. Come on. Come on. This is my buddy Devin. He's over here.
Wacky next door neighbor.
It feels more. It actually makes it more funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were in or out. That's all.
Yeah.
Like I said, we're recording, so we're talking about so far the Atari.
Okay.
He's very young, so what is your knowledge? What do you know about the Atari just from your knowledge alone?
Well, I do know that E.T., the extraterrestrial version for Atari, was the reason why this thing caused the video game crash. But then later, when we get to the Nintendo era, that's when the video games started going.
I call that the gaming revitalization. This is
Yes.
called this. I call this era the Wild West. So you'll understand, because gaming was so lawful. Like the Atari itself, anybody can make a game.
Yep.
Anybody.
That was part of the big crash there too.
Yeah.
So much like
Dog food, guys. There's a game based on dog food.
Is it a game based on dog food?
Yes.
Please elaborate.
Like it would be like a dog game, and it'd be made by people who made dog food.
yeah.
Oh, so it's like a branding thing?
Yeah.
But
I
literally,
think
you can make any game. You can sit home and make any game you wanted to. And with the problem with a lot of that was a lot of the games were just essentially either Pac-Man clones, Burger Time clones, all the same formulas.
Yeah.
But it was simple back then.
There's
Yeah.
just nothing original, is that what you're
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
The Kool-Aid Man game was one of them. I think actually that was in television to go later down the line.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Kool-Aid Man game was just essentially.
I see what you
Pac-Man.
did there.
Come on, I had to do that. And when you mention a Kool-Aid man, you gotta go, oh yeah.
You have to, mandatory.
Yeah, it
I
is.
had a bubble yum game when I was a kid. That was television.
Oh
It was a
god.
bubblegum based.
You know what's actually the most scariest game that I found out because I watched Dreamcast guy? He did like top 10 controversial games. Texas Chainsaw Massacre on the Atari.
I've seen clips of it. I've never actually played it.
And when you kill, yeah, I seen the clips of it. So like, it was like, I hate to say it, but it looks like the guy has like a little bit of a.
Yeah.
I hate to say this. Sorry, YouTube.
Texas Chainsaw Penis. I'll say it.
Sorry, YouTube algorithm. So, like I said, this could be alive. But it would be like, and you hear people, like, you would hear like a blood meaning people would die and stuff.
Right.
So it would be like interesting. I learned that action. I was like, wow, that was interesting. What else? Like I said, it was interesting. Like back in the day, I also found out like there was a lot of controversy, but that was the '70s though.
Yeah, all the porno games and everything that came out for
Yeah.
this.
Porno games?
Yeah, there was literally porno games. So like they came in like these red, I don't know what material they were. I want to say like velvet, like colored material.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
You had
sexy.
What about
you had
Laser
to
Suit
ask-
Larry? The very first Laser Suit Larry
Consoles,
was actually on this system.
Was it? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
See.
yeah, it was on this console actually.
That's cool.
You had such games with eloquent titles as X-Man, Beat 'em and Eat 'em.
Yeah.
Custer's Revenge,
Oh yeah, we're not
Cat
talking
House
about that
Blues,
one.
Gigolo.
Custer's Revenge isn't a very good game for 2019.
Yeah.
Just-
I wonder why.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Atari was simple back then. It uses AV now. Getting back to the system, give you how to explain it. Had AV out. Had these knobs, so select game, you go down, find what you need to do, hit OK because we don't have the controller on us.
Was it
So
only the joystick?
yeah,
It
the
was
joystick
one.
and a
It was
button.
an 8-way joystick and one button. Now it's literally.
And that was revolutionary back then.
As part of the game sometimes.
Yeah.
You gotta switch modes. Or,
All these knobs. Interesting enough, this actually has a color and TV tech color.
depending
and
on
black
which
white.
one- yeah, depending on how rich you were.
Yep. Yeah, you had to be very rich back in the day to get on a color TV.
Wasn't that like $200, which is the equivalent of like $800 now?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. They've been thinking about it. I mean, people keep complaining how gaming has gone up in price, actually. And
It's not.
it really hasn't, dude.
I remember buying GameCube games for $60.
Yeah. There are some GameCube games like that. I actually, speaking of GameCube games, the last GameCube game I bought, actually not the last one, the most expensive one I bought was, and still keeps its value, is Sky's Arcadia. So that's like a good example right there, and it's still $60.
Yeah.
So So
I think a lot of consoles like this, even like I think it was the 5200 and a lot of the Atari computer consoles, and it's the same thing with Nintendo early on too. They could warrant that price tag because they were marketed as family entertainment systems. It wasn't just your kid's toy. Like even the advertising showed like mom and dad playing Pac-Man with their kids. The Odyssey had the whole family huddled around it, stuff like that. So it was an experience for the whole family. It was like going out and buying.
yeah, the Odyssey. Yeah, and then the Odyssey. Yeah, and then there's the first ever console, which was the Odyssey 2, which cartridge, which we have in the back, but we're not gonna take that thing out. It's too cool. But it started the whole like stick Joy-Con. It was literally a small little stick, and it had some really good knockoffs.
Was the Odyssey the one that I'm trying to recall myself? It had literally handles that thumb.
Yeah, it had like a little like stick thing,
Yeah.
and also it had like a typewriter in it.
Yep.
Like it was literally.
That doubled as an actual computer, correct?
Yeah, I think so.
Whereas the Atari does not.
Yeah.
There were Ataris that did have. Well, I had an Atari at one point. And I can't remember which model it was. That was a computer, and that was my. I guess I could technically say that was my first computer. Because it had floppy disks and you could play Atari games.
My dad and my grandfather. I was telling my dad about this last week, about this our project, and he was like, I was like, Dad, you had an Atari. You had that? He's like, no, I actually had the computer one. I was like, what?
Yeah, that's cool.
I had that. I had a Smurfs game and a baseball game.
Smurfs.
Yeah.
So many puns off of that. Smurf off, guys. Smurf off. What the Smurf? No, seriously, you can get away with a lot of words with just like you people stop smurfing around. Yeah.
Beautiful term.
My favorite one was a raw chicken. You Smurf? No, it was Family Guy. Oh my God, we're in the Smurf. We're in the Smurf. I was like, what?
Smurf and Smurf.
We got, like I said, we're gonna have fun tangents, so keep that in mind. But yeah, I think we got all the information we can get out of this, right?
It's just a classic.
It's a classic. It's what a lot of people had their first gaming experiences on back in the day. And I'll air my age. I'm not much younger than I'm 35. I'm not much younger than these consoles.
Yeah.
What I will tell you is, even when I was a young kid, when Nintendo started coming around too, a lot of people still own these.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't like just because the gaming crash happened you got rid of it. There was still hundreds that you could buy for pennies.
Yeah.
Hundreds and thousands, if not thousands of titles you could just buy for this.
If I remember correctly, my first experience was I found this in a garage sale at my aunt's house, and we decided to give it to my cousin, which he never had a video game console. Played it, and then we played it on his TV. It was fun. Like I had a second chance, but the fun factor was still there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before the gaming boom came back, you could get these things for $5, $10 at a yard. So they were considered just like retro garbage.
Yeah.
People were like, why do I even still have this in my basement?
Yeah.
A lot of it, again, with most of these games, a lot of it's left up to the imagination. You're not getting modern quality gameplay out of it, and a lot of it was meant for quick, tertiary, like, all right, I beat that.
Yeah.
The games just kind of continue themselves. It wasn't like there was a definitive beginning or end. You went for a quest, and then when that quest was done, you just kind of repeated it.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah. So I guess this one you might not have heard of, Devin.
I've heard of the television.
Okay, good. The television I don't have much knowledge of, but I do know like it's been made by Mattel.
Yeah.
This is where we got to the point of anybody can make a game console.
Yeah, and kind of everybody did.
yeah. Was it?
All these came out.
This was made by Mattel. The people who did Barbie made this. Yeah, I'm not kidding.
No, I believe it. Trust me, I really do.
Mattel also made He-Man.
Eventually.
Yes.
But
But now he is only known as the
Yeah.
Literally, that song drove me to madness. So when they played it on over the intercom,
Yeah.
like they literally played it over the intercom in my school. Like, it was so annoying.
Yeah. This was probably one of the weirdest consoles. But you know what's funny about this company now? You ever watch Electric Playground on G4?
No. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Electric Playground. Tommy Tallarico, the former host of it, is now the CEO of Intellivision now.
Yeah, because I think they just came out with a console not that long ago. I'm saying not that long ago.
Well, they're making a new one.
Yeah.
They're making a new one called the Amigo, which yeah, it's like he did his research on it, and the whole thing is gonna be a touchscreen. But it was really interesting learning about this stuff. So I was like, wow, he went from being on television to being a CEO of an entire company.
You're passionate enough,
Yeah, he did music for video games. He actually did a good contribution to the gaming community as a whole. So those are people on that show do that.
Yeah, I had one of these as a kid, and I only had one. The only game I remember is Bump and Jump, which is like a Jeep game. you hit bumps and just flew in the air.
I don't remember much games for it. I do remember these really weird controllers. Like, they have numbers and everything.
So there's 12 buttons on the front here.
Yeah.
4 buttons on both sides of this.
Yep.
2 per each side. And then this weird disc-looking thing
And you gotta hold it like
also
this.
acts as a button. So in total, that's 17 buttons. And for games so simple, you really need
Yeah,
that
you
many.
didn't use half the buttons that were on there. It was pretty much just in case you needed them.
Yeah.
Each game had its own like overlay. Of
Yeah, we were
Yeah,
talking-
it does.
we were talking
Yes,
about
it
it
does.
before we got here, where you just slid it on and like multi-purpose overlays.
Yeah.
You know what you were playing.
Yes.
Which Atari would use later.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember correctly, like this, like I said, I don't have much knowledge of the system. Like I do know, like this was really like the where we know, like anybody can make a video game, like you said. Like I said, this is the Wild West.
Well, I was gonna say that's a good term for it. I used to call it the gold rush period because everybody
Yeah,
was
that's
on
another
PC
good one.
with the gaming market. You had, like I said, Mattel did it. You had all these other tech companies that were just kind of like essentially building clones because even though the stuff was patented, it was very loose patents. You could just
Yeah.
tweak a little thing here or there and call it your own console.
Yeah. Well, we got the one system that took it to the next level. But I feel like we got everything we need out of this one, right?
Actually, though, there's one thing I wanted to mention, though. If you notice on this side here, or on the other side, though, there's actually like an expansion slot where you can plug in some kind of...
modules.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Voice
the...
module.
Yeah.
Yes, there was. Like, I was going to say that.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
It's called the IntelliVoice voice synthesis module. Rolls right off your tongue, don't it?
Oh yeah, I can imagine that. It's actually patented. I can just imagine it. The intelligent. I can't even say it right.
Television voicer.
Television voice. Rolls right off the tongue. It sounds like it'll make everybody go crazy. I think.
Yeah, the most memorable game that I can think of, though, with like the hilarious voice, though, was B-17 Bomber. It was like B-17 Bomber. And that's not even a joke. Like, I know
believe
this
it.
because of James Rolfe, also known as the Angry Video Game Nerd.
Believe it or not, you ever watch like terrible video game translations?
Yeah, I've heard of those. Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite one is All Your Bases Belong to Us.
Oh my God, that is such a classic.
I had a homemade T-shirt of that one in high school.
I actually have one.
Everybody got that right.
I actually got a Geek shirt for free,
Yeah.
and it says all your passwords belong to us. That's a monkey. I was like,
Yeah, that's probably one of the more famous ones. That congratulations, a winner is you.
you want to hear some of the most bad? You want to hear one of the baddest translations that ever hit in the whole game? Literally was in English the whole time, but made for Japan. And we finally got it over here. Metal Wolf.
Metal Wolf?
Yes. You know who you play in Metal Wolf?
Who's that?
You play as the President of the United States of America in a mech suit.
Oh, that's so awesome.
And he goes like, why are you doing this? Because I am the President of the great United States of America.
I
And
feel like that's a little foreshadowing to future presidents from here on.
oh no, it was made for the Xbox.
Yeah.
And it's even more hilarious because guess what? Guess who the villain is? The Vice President.
Really?
And he takes over the United States and kicks you out of the White House. And you escape into Air Force One. And it's so funny. You know, Russia! I'm like, why did this game not come to America?
I know what game you're talking about now. I've never played it, but I remember watching something about that.
Yeah, I finally bought it. I was like, I'm good. I'm like, I heard of this game. I'm gonna buy it. And I was
I'm gonna be the one
chuckling.
that owns this.
I don't care. It's chuckling. I made someone watch it. Like I said, we talked about translation bad errors. Like I said, tangents happen. All right, let's see. Well, I'm kidding. I'm not. I didn't throw it. All right, this is the highway robbery of everything. The, yep, the ColecoVision. This thing is not. This thing was the rival to Atari. This was the Xbox to the PlayStation, as of right now. This recording. So this thing here probably would do like Nintendo. Also, Sega was Nintendo.
Yeah.
They do comparison videos saying it would be better. But this console is infinitely known for this little slot right here.
Let me guess. There's probably some kind of expansion pack that you could play Atari games on.
Yes. And yeah,
Play Atari games on it.
Yeah.
you buy the pack,
So
you
why
have
not
Atari.
buy that?
Yeah.
Because you can play Atari and ColecoVision.
Yeah, and guess what? Coleco got away with it.
Yeah. Because one of the things we were talking about on a ride here was kind of like how game consoles were back in like the 80s and 90s. Back then, it wasn't like people were going out, they had to have every console for different things. The parents were like, you already own a console. But ColecoVision's like, yeah, but you could have this with better graphics because they were smoother. You could also put those old Atari games too. You can upgrade.
Yeah,
Too.
there was an entire court case about it too,
Yeah.
and Coleco won because the guy went, well, you didn't have you didn't put a security system in or anything, and you didn't do like the patent or whatever, something like I can't remember, but I do know like security part was the biggest one.
Early
And
business mistakes.
there wouldn't be a lot of law or regulation on that for a long time because even with Nintendo for a while they were fighting that.
Yeah, they had to make their own rules.
Yeah.
Like
Nintendo wrote, well, that'll be a topic for a different thing, but yeah,
Yeah.
Nintendo had to bring litigation about because people were making bootleg games for that initially too.
Yeah.
And there was nothing clear and delineated in the early release that
Yeah.
you couldn't do it.
like I said, the system, like that's the only thing I know about the system because it's famous for that.
Yeah.
As soon as I found out, I was like, no way, that is ridiculous. That's why I call this generation the Wild West because they really did not know.
Yeah.
Just
It
did
was-
everything.
It's the one-stop shop.
Yeah, it's your one-stop shop for everything. Coleco is like now, like Coleco got his name pretty bad recently, like a couple years back.
Oh yeah?
The Coleco Chameleon.
Oh, I forgot all about the Coleco Chameleon.
Yeah, I had to bring that back, but I think they're now doing a lot better though.
No.
What was wrong with it?
It was false advertisement. It would say, "Oh, we're bringing back cartridge games and everything. It's gonna have indie developers and everything." This was like early, like 2010s, no, later 2010. It was insane. It used an Atari mold, and it uses USBs, and it said it could play other cartridge systems too. And it was all kickstarted on. I think it was Indiegogo, right?
I'm not sure.
Because I
I
know,
don't remember the name, but yeah.
like it was real. It was just a relatively bad system. Like never got released. Because what happened was the guy kept promising it would come out, and then they made a see-through mold, and they found out it was actually a Super Nintendo Junior.
Okay.
Yeah. So there was a lot of like false advertisement around
So what
it.
you're saying is they pretty much just took the guts out of a Super Nintendo and
Yeah, put it over the molding of a Jaguar.
wow.
Yeah, and you know what's even funnier? They used really bad what do you call it? Wii U Pro controllers.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Like wired and plugged it in. I was like,
That's wild.
Yeah, that is weird.
yeah, I had a bad feeling about that console. Like they wanted to bring back something old. They said this will be the most powerful cartridge system ever. Problem is now, why would I want to go with indie developers? Why would I want to put that classic console on that thing where I can't patch and everything? I can go to digital and save more money. So,
It was just them wanting to cash in on the retro market.
yep,
Oh, we got cartridges back.
yeah.
It would have been a good idea.
Yeah.
So,
It's legal.
Yeah,
final,
like
so
Soldier Boy.
you do not know how hard on our first podcast, like not to mention him. You do not know how much we fought for that. Like as much as I wanted to, and much I want to beat him.
Well, I ruined it now.
No. Somebody already beat that. That was our buddy Bill, and we were like, you know how hard that was?
You know how hard I was about Soldier Boy?
You know how hard that is not to mention, try not to mention him and try to say how stupid he is?
Yeah,
I think he's
Soldier
still.
Boy's
I
a
know.
train wreck.
Well, I know it from the JonTron video.
Yeah, that's
talking
what
about
I
a
know
lot.
it from, too.
But apparently he's still trying to go at it, isn't he? Isn't he still trying to produce
I think he's
consoles?
trying to do an esports team now.
I don't. Last time I checked,
To make music.
the specs on his console doesn't run Fortnite.
Wait, what?
I mean, no, the specs on his console won't run Fortnite. Last time I checked.
Oh.
Ding. But yeah, like it's just like it's funny when you look back at everything. So thoughts. What do you think of this generation as a whole? As the literal first generation, even though this is literally the second
It
generation.
had to exist
Yeah. It's
to experiment, not even with regulations, but hardware in general. I think it definitely was a nice precursor to what came out after it that was more powerful, but it definitely brought awareness to gaming in general.
Yeah, and what it taught people, especially with this period of time, was to kind of have a little circumspect and a little bit of discretion when it came to making consoles and games, because at a point in time, like I said, every single game was a facsimile of the game before it. And there wasn't a lot of variation. ColecoVision had slightly better graphics. Intellivision wasn't much of an improvement over the other one. It was just, let's throw everything out there.
They were just experimenting.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So when something I actually just learned, that this apparently being a blueprint antecedent to the Nintendo.
Yep. Well, which one? The Atari or the the generation? Yeah.
Yeah, the whole generation. But like, they went into it saying we need to be bigger and better than that last.
Yeah,
generation.
they put laws up.
We need to use a little bit more foresight when it comes to putting games out, not just throw everything out.
I think it showed the interest too of everybody, so that gave them the push to make games better. Because they're like, okay, people actually like this. Like, let's start putting in some work.
Yeah.
Because it was considered DOA after the game crash. And a lot of people, again, they'll blame E.T.
Yep.
Because it was part of it. That was just the mess.
E.T. was the trigger.
E.T. was a massive trigger to something that was already kind of spoiling now.
Yeah.
Just add a little extra sunlight onto the spoiled milk already.
Yeah.
And it's because, like I said, everybody was throwing games out there. Games were being produced at a record pace. Like, we talk about games now kind of being, like, churned out there and being pretty much rely on graphics.
And then also, hate to mention this, and also saying, give me more money now.
Yeah.
Like,
The
cutting out
gaming industry's still like that. So
Yeah.
They're always going to be like that.
You know, licensing was a big thing back then, too.
Much worse now, though.
Yeah.
But licensing was a big deal, but any company can make it. So, like I said, dog food.
Dog food the game, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Dog Shoe or something.
Purina.
Okay, it was. I knew it was something.
I remember it because I remember the logo being on the front of it, but I don't remember. I've never played it. I don't think I've played it.
Yeah.
But again, that even being said for itself, like, these games kind of blend together after a while too.
We'll have to look for that. Actually, we might try to find that here. What's the matter? We find it here.
It's somebody's got it sitting around.
Yeah, we'll probably stream that.
Send it to us.
Yeah,
Not you, the viewers.
Yeah.
That'd be a good topic for even one of your future
Send it to
podcasts.
Real.People.Gaming here. That's them. I forgot to intro them. That's my fault. That's why I do it now. Go to their channel. They have some fun content,
We have a YouTube channel. It's called Real.People.Gaming.
I'll put a link down below where
And
it's
a podcast.
collaboration, And Devin pops out of nowhere. He was welcome. He just didn't realize it.
Honestly, the star of the show. Thank you for
Sorry,
being
Kramer.
here and existing.
Yeah, thank you.
And gives us an idea of what the young minds do. You know what I mean? Like what the young minds think of this generation as well.
I mean, like, if I were to grow up in that era, though, like, I'd probably be, like, with you guys, though, in terms of, like, knowledge about, like, a lot of stuff, though, but, like, considering how much I know already about this kind of stuff, though, I'm honestly impressed with myself.
Classic.
Yeah, there's a lot of
That's a good thing we tested your knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, alright, if you like this video, like, share, subscribe to these guys. Devin, do you have a YouTube channel or anything to look for, so they can look for you?
Yes, I do, but I mostly do song remixes, though, possibly doing some gaming in the future, but that'll come when it comes.
Alrighty.
Hey, what's your YouTube?
It's called Delta, though, but, like, I use, like, the same characters that the gaming company Razer uses for their channel, like the weird E with the 3 lines and
So
the
no
A.
one can ever find you.
I mean, no, like, I'll provide Kyle the URL for my channel, so you can easily find me. So.
I will literally just ask you to send me a link, and I will make sure,
Alright, thank you.
Like, because I try to make sure everyone gets credit so everybody knows who they are. I mean, my last video just had over 100 views, and I think 8 likes and 1 dislike. Whoever disliked me, I love you. I want to be better. I'm going to a tangent now.
Next time, leave a comment if you don't like it.
Yeah, and tell.
You make me go
that we want
crazy.
to change.
Yes.
That bothers me when I get a thumbs down and they don't write a comment saying what they didn't like.
Yeah.
It's like now you have to go on like this hitman mission just to figure out who the hell they are.
Yeah, and then you dress up like a banana and kill somebody by accident.
Yeah, it's just a natural progression of things.
Yeah, because we would like the feedback and everything. But as always, like, favorite, subscribe, and subscribe to the channel. I'll put a link in the URL down